welcome back to my YouTube channel and to another competition vlog, which is unexpected because at the end of my last vlog I said that I wasn't going to be out competing until the end of January, but we like to keep nice and busy in the Carter household, so we decided to take Towie out to some combined training tomorrow. So yeah, thought I'd vlog it, keep it nice and busy, lots of editing, lots of competing, lots of dressage tests to learn. So for those of you who don't know what combined training is, it's basically like eventing but without the cross country. It's just the dressage and the show jumping, although it is scored slightly differently, but I think I'm just going to go through that in a lorry with you all tomorrow, just easier while we're on the move, because I've got lots to do this evening. And we're going with Towie, who's had a few months off. She's now back in full work. Very excited, very happy to be back doing what she loves, a bit of jumping. So we decided to throw her in the deep end and just get her going. If she's going to be excited, which I'm sure she is because she's a competition pony who hasn't been out competing since June, so I'm sure she's going to be excited. If she's going to be excited, I'd rather that she got it out of her system now rather than at the start of the event season. So that's kind of the logic behind that. Yeah. Heading back to Cherwell, so both of my first two competition vlogs have been in the same place. So Cherwell's just responsibly ready. No, I'm joking. But we do love Towie because of its main arena, which is huge and just lovely fences. So that's going to be exciting. And also because of their coffee shop, which I'm not sure if it's going to be open tomorrow. Please be open, because tomorrow is a Thursday, not a weekend, which is also cool because we found an event that runs not on weekends. So I think it's going to be a little bit more low key than my last competition there, which is good. What we need, nice and low key. Yeah. So it is already dark outside the night before, and I said I was going to plait tonight and bath her tonight because obviously she's grey, and clean her tack tonight. Don't think that's all going to happen, but I am going to go and clean her tail. Also, feedback from vlog number 1, well, my first competition vlog, was that people wanted to see a bit more of the prep. They really liked it. They wanted to see more of my competition preparation, which that's the plan for today. I'm going to show you a little bit of how I get ready for a competition, and you can all judge me because I don't do it as thoroughly as I probably should do. I think that is everything, so let's head outside before it gets too much later. So I am just on my way outside now. For those of you who couldn't tell, we're all a little bit disorganised. It's actually been quite a last minute decision, in case you couldn't tell, to take Towie, but it just makes sense when you think about it. Where we keep Towie at home, we don't have any facilities, we don't have like an arena or anything like that, so it kind of makes the most sense to get her out, doing a bit of dressage, doing a bit of flat work, just really cracking on. So that's the plan. So still haven't learnt my dressage test, don't tell Mum, she'll kill me. And haven't plaited a horse since October, so might be a little bit rusty, not that I was any good in the first place. So yeah, it's all going on. Definitely feeling like the eventing season is getting closer already, which is very exciting. On to my first plats of the year. Here she is. Towie is coming in from the field. Little does she know that she's about to finish being a hacking pony and become a competition pony again. If she's a bit buzzy tomorrow, so be it. Aren't you? You're going to be very excited. Yes, she is. You know what? I'm not sure if it's just the poor lighting, but she's actually looking all right. She's not looking too bad at all. We were actually out doing a little bit of dressage schooling earlier at our local yard, so she did have to be relatively clean for that. But she's not looking too bad. Her tail definitely needs some attention, so that's going to get some attention, and her legs as well, just a bit muddy. But all in all, been quite a good pony. No rolling in poo. Yes. So the kettle is boiling, ready for these 2 buckets, one for tail washing, one for tack cleaning, just to really get on top of everything. And you may have noticed me pan past some biscuits. That's because I win Daughter of the Year award for making some biscuits to take to the show tomorrow. And once I finish outside with the horses, I'll be inside to ice them. Right, got all my equipment. Time to tidy your tail, young lady. Tail washed and in a nice plait, so hopefully it doesn't get too messy overnight. Carnage on the floor, all the shampoo suds. But yeah, going well. Towie is so easy to plait. She just stands and just lets you do it and put spray in her tail and everything. So yeah, quite an easy job with her, other than the fact that her tail's grey. and it started to rain. Really thought it might hold up until I was done tonight, but no. The skies have opened up. It's not too heavy at the moment, luckily. And Pony is clean, tail's done. I've just done her feet. It's kind of hard to tell exactly how clean they are because it's quite dark, so might have to review that in the morning. I've got through all of my tail washing water and most of my tack cleaning water, so that's not ideal. We'll have to go and refill. But other than that, we're sort of happy with how it's coming along. So Pony is eating, and I've had enough of the rain. So I think on that note, I'm gonna head inside and leave plaiting until the morning. She's looking relatively clean. I don't know whether she'll stay clean overnight. I want her to, so she almost definitely will not. But we'll have to see. I'm sure you will be able to skip forward a couple of seconds and tell by my facial expression whether she's clean or not. Good night. Good morning vlog, and good morning Pony. There she is. It's about 7:30, so it's not been too much of an early start. I'm up and yeah, we're ready to get plaiting and get going with the morning. Off first impressions, Pony looks okay. Not seeing too much mess. So let's just hope that when we whip the rug off, it's all nice and clean underneath. Come on, Towie. Someone has had a brush and they are looking nice and almost show ready. Just need to plait now. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with her. She's looking pretty clean. Her late night leg wash was not a success. I think just because of how dark it was. Towie, oh, she's untied herself. Oh, we love that. Nothing like an eventful start. What we decided, she's relatively clean, but her legs are not. So if I have time after plaiting her, I'm going to go over them again. And if not, well, oh well. So far, so good. The morning is going okay. We're definitely not ahead of time, but don't think we're behind time either. I'm just venturing over to the lorry now to try and find some plaiting bands because I haven't plaited since October last year when I last went eventing with Atty. So I'm not really sure what they'd be. I'm hoping they're going to be in our little miscellaneous compartment of the lorry. Yep, found some. And now time to get plaiting, which is one of my least favourite jobs. Towie has just spotted the plaiting bands and I think she knows what that means. Are you going to be a show pony again? She doesn't look very impressed about that. Would you rather just be a happy hacking pony? No, of course you wouldn't. Plaiting station all set up. Towie is so good to plait that I've just left the plaiting band on her back. I have no idea how long they'll last there. But yeah, I'll give you some updates with how I'm getting on with this mane because it's quite a hefty mane. I've just started plaiting and my mum has so little trust in my plaits that she's taking over. She's going to do the top ones that everyone's going to see, and I'm going to do the bottom ones that no one's going to see because that sums up my plaiting skills. But I think Towie will be quite happy about that. So you can see Mum scuttling away in the distance, which means her job is done. She banished me to the bottom end of the plaits and the top end for herself. The lorry is packed, the pony is plaited, which means there's only one thing left to do, and that's load the pony. She's good to load, so here we go. Good pony. Just waiting for the slow coach now. Oh, she's forgotten something. So we're about 5 minutes away from Cherwell now. Exciting to be back. And I said earlier in the vlog that I'd quickly explain exactly what combined training is. So it's dressage and show jumping. You're scored dressage like it's a dressage test. So your score should hopefully be in the 60s and 70s. We'll hope. And then for every pole you get or stop or whatever, you just take off 4 off the score, 4 points, and it's whoever finishes with the highest score wins. So it's a bit like eventing scoring, but kind of backwards. It uses the pure dressage kind of version of it. So yeah, we've never actually been combined training before, have we, Mum? So it's going to be exciting. I was thinking about it, I can't believe that in the, whatever it is now, like 6-7 years we've owned horses, we've never been. So we're just pulling in, and we're also going to try and work out exactly how they've divided it, because usually they only use 2 arenas. So we're going to try and work out what the plan is, because obviously they need a dressage arena, a warm-up, a show jumping arena, and maybe a show jumping warm-up as well. So we've just arrived and you can see a little cross pole in the main arena, so we're wondering if maybe that's going to be the warm-up fence. Not sure, because the normal warm-up arena has a car in it, so we're going to assume that's the dressage. Towie! We made it! We've made it! And it's very windy, which isn't going to help with excitement levels at all. Could be interesting. We've seen a few fresh horses since arriving, and we're just going to hope that Towie is not going to be one of them. Walking down to try and find the secretary. We're going to keep our fingers crossed that the clubhouse is open. So we're going to do a little course walk because the course is staying the same until our class. We've got the lowdown how it works, and that is our practice fence over there. Still not completely sure exactly the layout, how many times you can jump it, etc. But yeah, getting an idea. So the course is walked. It's actually the same course that we jumped at the weekend, so that's an added bonus. Jockey can't forget it now. And we're going to tack Towie up. It seems nice and low-key, which is kind of what we're after. Yeah, everything seems quite chilled out, which is ideal. And the coffee shop is open, but we don't know if it's going to do chips. But it's open for coffee, so Mum will be happy. Yeah, anyway, I'll catch up with you when she's all tacked up and ready to go. Somebody does not look very keen. It's not very convincing, Towie. Oh, how smart. subjectively successful day in the office. We're pleased, aren't we? Yeah. We'll give you a full update on the lorry on the way home. But yeah, we're about to leave now. Go on, say we're on the way home. Go on, say it. We're
We're on the way home.
She made it! She's in the vlog! Hello, it's Flo from the future. Editing Flo here, unexpected. Basically, I've had a few audio issues with that clip of us in the lorry where I kind of summed up my day. So luckily, I did sum it up again later to end the vlog. So I'm just going to use that as my main outro. But I'm just going to quickly interject here to say exactly what happened so that my final bit makes sense. Basically, went in, she warmed up for the dressage really nicely. She then tensed it up a little bit as we went down the centre line, which kind of expected. She hasn't been out in a while. Test was going all right, straight sort of 7s with some 6.5s. And then the car horn went off once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. It went off 6 or 7 times in the end. We still don't know why. Still a week later, we have no idea what it was. The judge kind of didn't seem like it was them. There were no other cars around. There was only one arena. And obviously that just made her tense up a little bit. And yeah, after that, the test kind of went downhill. Like, it kind of went from like 7s to like 4.5, 5s, because she just was really distracted and trying to work out what was going on. Don't really blame her. She then went on to jump a really nice clear round of the show jumps, but obviously with that blip in the middle of our dressage test, our score was like, I think it ended up being like 63 rather than like 68. So not ideal. Yeah, if anyone knows what happens, do let me know, because I have no idea why the horn went off so many times. Rather unfortunate. But anyway, back to past Flo, who's going to summarise the day. So we are home and I've just finished unpacking the lorry while Towie has some well-deserved time out in the field, because that's what she really enjoys. I probably could have ended this vlog in the lorry, but I didn't. And in some ways I'm quite glad, because it's given me a chance to reflect on the day again. The rain actually held off, but it is just starting now, so that's another bonus. Yeah, it's been an interesting day, a mixed day, definitely. I'm really happy, and I think it's one of those days where you just got to focus on the positives, which is like how amazing Towie was. Obviously for a horse that hasn't been out in 6 months competing. She settled in nicely. She was a little bit excited and buzzy, but I wasn't expecting anything different. You know, she loves being out, and you know, she knew what she was there to do. So with all that in mind, she settled in nicely, and the work that she produced in the warm-up arena was to die for. It was lovely. If we can just align that with what happened when she was in the arena, then that would be perfect. And even that said, the first half of her test was 6.57s, which you can't really ask for much more than that. I was really happy with that. Yeah, really pleased with that. And obviously her jumping, she was a bit whizzy, but she jumped so nicely, and she usually is. Just the first couple of times that we jump in a year, she usually is a bit excited because she's had a quiet winter and she's getting back into doing what she loves. So we wouldn't expect anything different, and I'm sure it will kind of calm down in the next couple of outings. Obviously the big spanner in the works for us was the horns, and the more I talk about it, the more I think, right, I need to include all of it in the vlog, because otherwise you're going to think I'm a brat just moaning because the horn went off once. But no it didn't. It went off like 6 or 7 times, and it really was a test of 2 halves. My sheet was all 6.57s, and then it was all 4.5s, 5s, so it just unsettled her. I'm not really that surprised. You know, the first time the horn went off, she was fine. The second time she was fine. The third time she was fine, and then on like the 4th or the 5th time she was like, what is going on? Why is the horn going off again? So yeah, it's a bit weird, and it's one of these things where there was only one arena, like doing dressage, there's only one competition arena, so I don't know what it could have been. The judges were looking at me vacantly. They didn't seem to know anything about it. There were no comments on my dressage sheet. There's only like 3 or 4 other cars there, and then like a dozen lorries, but it definitely sounded like a car horn noise. It came from the direction of the judge's car, but apparently it wasn't the judge's car, so really not sure what that was about. And it would be really easy if it was at an event that really mattered to be quite disappointed and annoyed, because it kind of changed the whole outcome of our test. Like it took us from a low 30s score to probably a high 30s score. But you live and you learn. These things happen, and I'd rather get my sort of bad luck out of the way now than in the eventing season. And if we had won or come 2nd or 3rd or whatever the outcome would have been without those annoying horn sort of beeping, it wouldn't have changed anything. We would have got a rosette, and that's about it. So you can't be too annoyed. These things happen. Yeah, I think that's the overview from today. It's probably going to be a quiet couple of weeks on this channel. I try not to go completely missing, but like I said in my last vlog, the plan is that we're not competing until the end of January at Wellington. Obviously things can change. we are sort of half thinking about getting out to another combined training with Towie and Start. It was really good for her today, and I think both of them would benefit from it, but that probably wouldn't be until late January as well. So yeah, a little bit quiet. There's a lot going on. We're doing some cross-country schooling and lots of flat work lessons and stuff, but I won't vlog all of that. If you are interested in following all that, I usually post it on my Instagram, so you're welcome to go and give me a follow at Flo Carter Eventing for edits of most of the things I get up to. Other things in the works is I'm half thinking about doing a little planning my season vlog. A lot of people have asked for that, and now we have a clear idea of exactly what's going on, so I might do that. Yeah, and I'm also interested in doing a little bit later down the line how I prepare for the event season, just like the last 2 weeks before the event season, what goes into it, because it can be some of the most hectic weeks of the year because there's just a lot to do and get done. So I think that is everything that's sort of in the works. Not sure how much of that I'll actually do, but they're definitely plans that I've got, so we'll see. If you're watching this in the future, you'll know if I actually delivered on any of those plans. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all soon.